today's drink is a salted caramel matcha with oat milk, because I literally just got a new salted caramel syrup. Don't know how I feel about it. It was the Minonin something syrup. I only got it because it was on offer at Big Tesco with a members card, so I thought why not. And it was no added sugar as well. Really do not like sugar. But anyways, hello, I am Rihanna, or if we get close enough, you can call me Nana. This is probably so foreign. This is so foreign to me. I have no clue what I'm doing. I look crazy holding up a pair of wired headphones just to speak into this mic. And I'm thinking, is this too close actually? Like, do I need to be here? Or is this okay? Do I have to hold it like a harmonica now? I have no reason to be doing this, but then, does anyone actually have a reason to start putting videos out there? I'm just doing this for fun at the moment. Don't know if I'm gonna take it seriously, don't know if I'm gonna be consistent. Who knows? I'll see where these videos get me. But this is basically my online journal. Because I have my real journal here, which I started to get into journaling the start of this year. And the reason why I started to get into it, well actually I started doing it last year at the end. I didn't take it seriously. I wrote down like a list of things that I wanted to do within the year, and I ticked off some of those things, but obviously it wasn't complete. It wasn't a complete list. Now I just can't leave it to sit there. So I thought just to start journaling, really a way to get stuff out there for me. And one of the contributions to me journaling is what I'm going to talk about in this video. And basically in here by the way, this is a book my dad brought home when I think I was 8 or 9. It disappeared and then I found it again. This is the actual book. So this is the book and that's the cover. It's very me. I do love it. Yeah, and the way you can tell this book, I had it when I was a child. That's the first page. That is horrible handwriting and drawing. And now I just primarily use it as a journal. It's not like a diary. I'm not like a dear diary today, blah blah blah. I cannot do that. It's just physically not in me. I also don't have the capacity just to do it every single day. I just do it whenever I feel like I need to do it. In here is really just thoughts that I've had. I've got lists in here. Like I said, I carried on the list from things to do to this year, like a goals list. I've got a list of things I like, things I don't like. Some of these kind of are like diary entries, but really not. I have drawings in here. I have things I need to do, things I need to watch. And then I started doing find my personal style. So I went through all body shapes and what silhouettes and clothings will look good on me. And I've got lists right here and everything. And a project section, which one of the projects is actually starting videos and doing YouTube, so guess I can tick that project off. Yeah, so that's my journal. However, there's some things that irk me so much and I feel really need to be said, because it doesn't just impact me. It's something that's impacting multiple people. It's something impacting probably most of the population out there. So that's why I thought, rather than just keeping it all in this book that's never gonna see, no one's ever gonna see this book, why not let the whole world just hear it instead? So that is what I'm now doing. These little videos are gonna start being my little journal entries, and today is journal entry number 1. It's kind of hard holding this microphone. I really hope this is actually picking up my voice and not everything around me, because I filmed a video. This isn't my first video I filmed. I filmed a video last week because that's like I really felt starting it then. However, I rambled so much. I went so off topic. I mean, I do that a lot, so probably will carry on doing it. I went so off topic, and I was very much awkward because I'm the least likely person to do anything like this in the world. I can barely talk to people outside, let alone put this out for everyone to see. Also, filming videos is going to be like exposure for me, exposure therapy, because I need a new job. I need a good new job, and all of the jobs right now, like, it's hard enough to get an interview, and when I do get an interview, it's an online interview. I don't know if this is a me problem, but I hate online interviews. I hate anything to do with online, like Teams, hate it, all of that. And I would much rather have an interview in person, having the person sit in front of me, than have to film videos about myself answering questions and send it to them. I just can't do online interviews. So this is going to be some like exposure therapy. Just really flood it, get it out there, and hopefully I will do well in interviews now on. Yep. I don't even know what I was talking about right before this. So this is now the second video I've filmed, but hopefully the first one and more clearer one to me getting out there. So today's topic is I have no friends. Oh no, you can't believe it, right? Also, I had such a nice outfit on today. I went to pick up a package I got delivered to Tesco, and I can't really I don't know if you can see. These are some jorts. I bought these for my sister for Christmas. However, I do like them myself. This is a top I thrifted a couple of weeks ago. I actually love this top, and the 2 other tops that I got as well. Oh my god, they're actually so good. Like, some of the best things I've thrifted. And I've got some okay, I can't do this. My body's too long for this. I can insert photos maybe if I'm techie enough to do that. But I've got some little pink socks, pink crew socks, and my new Pumas that I got. I was going to show you the other pair because I got 2 pairs. It's the Puma ballet flats, so I don't know, insert a picture or Google it. I didn't know which colour to get because the first one I saw was the black and pink one, which is the one I'm wearing right now because going with the colour scheme is the black and pink one. But then I also got the silver one because the silver one I can wear with literally anything. But the black and pink ones, it's like you'd have to build an outfit around it. So I bought both of them to decide and then return one. However, I got peer pressured by my mother and she was like, keep them both, because I did like them both. So now I have both, which is good because I 100% needed new shoes. 100%. Anyways, back to the topic. I have no friends. Wow, my voice just cracked. Even my voice just mocked me for that. Rude. However, I feel like a lot of people are in the same position as me, especially in this day and age, especially right now. Obviously people didn't have phones, people weren't as hostile. I mean, maybe they were as hostile, and I feel like people are just so much more judgmental right now, but I don't know, that might just be my opinion. And I feel like it's so much harder to make friends now, especially if you're trying to make friends with people you've never met before. I'm talking strangers. That's what I'm trying to do, because clearly the people I did know, it's just everyone's gone apart, everyone's got their own lives, so nothing to go out there. So let's all be friends. Me and you. I need to stop that. Now, I planned it kind of in this, so if you see me looking down, mind your business. That's also another thing. I've gotten so much that like people's first impressions of me is that I am scary, kind of. Intimidating. Yeah, no, this face, this person. I'm intimidating. No, but it is true. I unfortunately have a face that just looks evil. Like, that's how I'm looking when I walk down the street. I look like I've just had a bad day. I mean, I think so, and everyone else seems to think so. And also, I've got like the build. Especially when I was younger, my build, oh my god. Because like, I'm quite a tall girl. I'm not like tall, but I'm quite tall for a girl. 175 centimeters. Modelling agencies hit me up. I'm quite a tall girl, and with that comes big bones, big meat. And also, when I was younger, I was so into sports. Like, I was doing netball, I was doing football, I did rugby, and I was a big child. Like, but it was healthy for my height. Well, kind of healthy. I was like on the edge. And with the sports and everything, my calves, even now, even when I did lose weight, my calves are still the biggest thing of my body. My calves and my thighs are the biggest part of my body, and the muscle of my calves, it actually pokes out. Like, you can see the rectangular muscle, especially, well, not as much now because I have lost weight and I'm not so into working on my legs. I don't work on my legs as much. How I work on my legs is by walking. That's how I work out my legs. But my exercise routine is a different video. Yeah, so I have lost weight in my thighs and legs, but they're still the biggest part of my body. And when I was younger, I was like this. I was ooh. I may not look like it now. I don't know, the dysmorphia might be kicking in. But I do feel like I have grown out my body. Let me reposition my chair. Oh. And also, welcome to my bedroom that hasn't been decorated since I was 10 years old. The other half of the room, you're never seeing that, it looks worse. And my carpet is bright purple. Not bright purple, like a dark purple. It is proper childhood in here. Anyways, back to the point. Everyone always says I'm intimidating, first meet, or whatever. And plus, I am the most socially awkward, have social anxiety, shy, quiet, reserved person out there. And that is the truth. I'm only able to do this, able to sit here because, one, exposure from getting a job. I had to actually start like talking to people in order to make money. Two, this topic, I have no friends, and that really contributed to my growth in confidence, which the two is, it sounds crazy together, but there's a reason for everything. Me having no friends, I have gotten more confident in myself to the point where I can actually go out and do stuff. Like, I used to stay home I could not go out unless I was going out with my friends when I was in school. Now that I have no friends, not in school and working, I'm more busy, I'm more focused on other things, and I feel like I've grown into myself much better than I would have if I was still in that environment. And that's how I'm here. The confidence has peaked. And I hope it keeps peaking because I need that good dopamine. Yeah, so that way I was not good at making friends. I was not good at anything related to speaking, anything related to the public, anything related to people's eyes on me. No, it's not happening. But that's me before. This is me now. So now into the friendships. I did have a close group of friends. Obviously in school and everything, everyone had a close group of friends. However, I feel like I was the type of person to really float around in friends. Like, there was big groups, I was like the person who everyone was friends with but no one was best friends with. Like, you know that? You know that? You get me? I feel like that was my situation, and I feel like that is because of me, and also I feel like I do have different interests and different personality to the people who are around me at the time. 100% a me problem, but you know, mentally I was not there, so I couldn't have done anything about it. So I was just floating around with friends. I was just floating around, and I never really felt like I really had some good friends, or like not good as in like good people, or like good as in like close relationships. I feel like I wasn't there, and I kind of did have that group after I left school. I'm talking like secondary school, helped me and my brain so much. Like, it was actually 100% of my problem. Well, probably like 90% of my problem. And then going into like college A levels, because it was more lenient, I still did not like it. Like, I specifically had problems with teachers and the way people teach. Like, I just don't like it. Like, putting hands up and everything, getting picked, I can't do any of that. But then it was more lenient, and I was only doing 3 subjects that I did want to do at the time, but now went through epiphany and everything. Uni is not my vibe. The subjects I chose were not my vibe, and I did tank the A levels. Hey, don't we all? But even if I didn't, the unis, I just feel like I could not go straight into university from A levels from secondary school. I need a break, and maybe in a couple of years' time I will go to uni. And also the whole like debt aspect of it, the whole still having to get a job on the side, it's just too much just for a degree that, in what I wanted to do, is a highly competitive area. So I'm not even promised a job or anything. So I could do all of that for basically nothing and end up being a barista. Nothing wrong with being a barista. That's one of the jobs I actually want to try, because I love coffee, I love drinks, love matchas. Can't you tell? Anyways, yeah, I feel like I don't even know what I was talking about. I had that type of close friendship, and it got better in around college, like that time. However, years went by. You know, it was only a matter of time before we all outgrew each other. Everyone's got their own lives. Physically, the distances, it went further away. Everyone's got jobs now. Well, most of them have jobs now, and it's just like, it was a matter of we outgrew each other. I think, like, we prioritized different things. We had different things going for us. That's basically what I think it was. But I officially became friendless. Yeah, like, as in 0 friends. And the people who I used to be friends with, they all had their own people. They had like friends they can go to because they were different to me. Like, some of them, yeah, some of them were reserved. Whoa, I can't speak. They were reserved and everything, but they were more outgoing. They were more just open, able to chat to people, basically. Not me. So they all had people they can go to. They had other friends other than me. I just had them. Then therefore when it ended, I had no one. So I became so alone. However, becoming alone and being isolated for basically a year now, near enough a year now, there was a part of it, yeah, it's bittersweet that the friendship ended. However, after it ended, I honestly never felt better. Like, that sounds crazy, but honestly, I never felt better. I felt relief. I was like able to focus on myself more, and my confidence went up. No more low self-esteem. But I think that's because of having no friends made me focus on myself more, and basically it improved my mental. I work quite a lot, So my mental health was going up, my exposure to the real world was going up, and I started exercising regularly. I love to exercise now, and if I don't do it, I feel like I haven't washed basically. I started focusing on my foods, what I eat. My skin cleared up, even though it probably don't look great in this video, but compared to what I used to have, Jesus, the skin cleared up. I focused on my style. I was able to buy the clothes I want. I was able to find my personal style, and I was able to actually wear those clothes because of all of these things making my confidence grow. Now I can go out in what I feel confident in, and most of the time the clothes I wear make me feel confident. So that really, me up here, me here, everything just got so much better, even though I was so lonely. But on the other side, I was so busy to the point where I didn't really think about it a lot. And also I started going out with my family more, which is crazy, but also it was fun. So not having those friendships, not having friends did help me. But then again, you are so isolated, and I would sit there and like watch people my age or watch people that I knew going out having fun, and me just being like, okay, that's meant to be me. Like, I have the resources to do it, but like no one's ever invited me out. I just don't have the people to go to. So therefore, what do? I brought it upon myself. I started taking myself out, little dates for myself, even if it's just like, I literally just sometimes, if I want to get a coffee, I just walk to like the closest coffee shop and just get a coffee. That's sometimes good enough for me. Or I just have my music on and I just walk around. Or a couple of weeks ago, I took myself on a shopping trip. I spent nearly 4 hours out there shopping. I was too into it. The consumerism really got me. The capitalism was up there, but I enjoyed it, and the outfit was great. I was bloody great. I looked amazing, and I've really started to do new things that I have never done before. Especially a couple of days ago, I went to an event that I never thought I would go to in central London, and I stumbled across some people there as well that were great, and I actually like talked with them. I actually went around with them, but it was great, and I actually really enjoyed meeting these people. Like, it was so fun. It's probably the most fun I've had in a while. Making friends, especially with random people out there, which is what I'm trying to do. I feel like if I make friends with anyone, like, it'd have to be someone I really, really, really knew a long time ago. But like, I feel like making friends with strangers is so much better and so much more fun and so much easier on my mind than making friends with someone that I kind of know or used to know. I'm just not in that vibe. I don't want to go back to those places. But it is kind of hard because I feel like people are very reserved nowadays. Not reserved as in quiet. I feel like people are very in their own world. I feel like they are not hostile but very closed off, especially in and around London. It's like if you go up to a stranger on the street and start talking to them, you actually look like a weirdo. You are the problem. Then that's what I want to do. But then obviously confidence is still not there to actually go that far, but that's what I'm trying to do. And then I thought making friends online is like great and everything. I look, random people come up on my TikTok, I have to see those and then I'll think about it. But like, I also think that's hard. Like, I just feel like it's a lot of effort. Which is crazy because everything takes effort. Friendships takes effort, and there's got to be effort from like both parties. One-sided friendships are not my thing. Like, a lot of the times people still don't reply to you, still don't talk to you, and it's like you're also trying to look for someone who has similar styles, similar experiences, similar personality to you or interests. You're still trying to look for those people. That's what I kind of find that I do a lot. But honestly, I feel like I just need to let anyone have a go. That sounded crazy, right? Let's have a go. Like, if I go on the street and start talking to someone, I look crazy. Two, a lot of people are still in their own groups. Like, I'm not gonna go up to a friendship group and start talking to them, interrupting their time. Like, that's just weird. And headphones as well. That is also a me problem. I love my headphones. I have the Sony WH-MX4 headphones. I love them. I love leaving the house with them on. And because of those headphones, because of all of that, you don't really talk to anyone and people don't talk to you. And even when I tried not to use my headphones, people still don't talk. Because people are busy, people have their own lives, or genuinely not interested in you, or they just think you're weird. So it is still hard. However, I feel like I just need to, like the other day, I feel like I need to go to these type of events, these type of places, maybe a pub. Might have to go to a pub and just knock one out. And I feel like that would give me more of a chance, basically. Another thing that I did when I was growing in confidence to like actually speak to people is at work, a lot of people I would compliment and they would compliment me. Like, a lot of people compliment me in my tattoos, which, God forbid, and like my earrings and everything. I've gotten a lot of compliments in that, because I work in like retail specifically like beauty and everything, and like I just get so many pretty girls come in and compliment me, and I compliment them, and it feels great for me, and then I know me giving it back to them, it feels great for them. But then I'm just like, I'm also at work. Doesn't it look a bit weird? Like, I'm not gonna can I just like compliment you and just ask, yeah, what's your Instagram? Like, that is crazy. That I don't really get far with either, but it did help my confidence. It did help me to get to the person I am now. So yeah, I'm just reading my journal right now because I feel like I went so far off what I planned, but don't we all? Okay, I actually feel like I ticked off most of the things I've said on here. Another thing is, when I started focusing on myself, because it's great to focus on yourself, and some people actually do need to do it. Another reason for like friendships ending and like my personal experiences, one, effort from both sides of the relationship. It can't be a one-sided thing. Two, don't be a don't be a people pleaser. Like, don't change yourself to fit into that demographic, to fit in that group. It's the worst for you, and like most likely you're not making friends that are gonna stay with you, and it's also the worst physically for you. Like, that can take a toll on your mental health and everything. It's just not a good environment to be in, basically. So another thing I did when I was focusing on myself was I reignited passions that I had as a kid. Like, I started sewing again. I got a sewing machine when I was about 10 years old because I was so avid in being a fashion designer. Oh my god, there's so many careers and jobs that I have wanted to do and like feel like I actually can do throughout my life. Yeah, that's a whole entirely different video, but when I was really younger, this is probably the second career that I actually had a feeling in doing, is that I wanted to be a fashion designer. I got a sewing machine for my birthday when I was like 10, and I would draw. However, academics, school, social experiences killed my creativity, which is also why I'm here now. Like, my creativity got put down in the dumps. I started being an academic weapon, even though I was like one of those people who can like always pass subjects, always get good grades in subjects and never revise until A levels, because that one knocked me out. Don't even talk about that one. In applying to jobs as well, I've applied to so many creative jobs where it's like entry level, but I don't have a portfolio, I don't have experience in that industry, and I don't even have any like qualifications relating to that, because I did sciences, because I did the more STEM subjects, because my creativity got flattened as a child. Like, and that's why I'm in this sticky situation of I'm just balancing in between things. Like, I'm applying to like science jobs, and I'm also applying creative jobs, because like I can tell that's what I physically want to do. Like, I'm a creative person, I'm a creative mind. So back to the subject. When focusing on myself, I reignited my love for passion, my passion for fashion. Passion for fashion. That's like a Bratz. Surely that's a Bratz title. Like, there's gotta be. I think there is. Is it a movie? Bratz Passion for Fashion? I'm not great at all. I'm really just learning the ropes at the moment, and I've got so many ideas, but then also I don't have a lot of time to execute all of the ideas that I want to do. So that, and also journaling. Like, I've never journaled before in my life until the start of the year. Photography, that's another thing that I loved as a child, and I started a Pinterest account, which is linked on my Instagram account, of things that like photos that I like and I've taken on my phone, and I just want to put it somewhere, so I put it on Pinterest. And today the thing I went to pick up at Tesco was a film for a camera that I found deep in the trenches, so hopefully I can actually start taking photos seriously. And yeah, that really ignited me from not having friends, not socializing, being stuck at home, and also not having friends, not socializing, and isolating yourself at home. 100% not a great thing. However, if you're like mentally not prepared, but if you're mentally focused on other things, like I'm focused on work, I'm focused on exercising, well, voice went crazy there, I'm focused on my body, like taking care of myself, to the point where I'm not on social media as much. And also because I'm looking at like seeing other people have friends, have those experiences like on social media, it was not great for me either. Like, I cannot do that, so I really distanced myself from social media to the point where I stopped comparing myself to these people, because comparison actually kills you, but it does help. And like things like videos on YouTube, I love watching like these type of videos. I love watching like little vlog videos or just sit down and talk videos. That's probably where I got the inspiration to start this. Those on YouTube, I've watched Netflix way more. I went through so many series this year, it's crazy. And like actual media, like print media, I've gotten into collecting Vogue magazines again, but that's because of style as well, like passion for fashion. I love anything to do with that. And films, music, writing, all of that. Don't get me wrong, I still go in there. I don't go like as much. Snapchat I never go on because that's just dead bugs. Instagram I only go to post. Like I said, I post on Pinterest. And TikTok I enjoy because obviously TikTok has some good videos, but then a lot of TikTok can be really negative and really, yeah, not great when you're comparing yourself to random people that you've never met before, but it's still good for like the trends and just the fun TikTok is. And the memes, love the memes. But other than that, YouTube, Netflix, any platform like that, we're like this. Spotify me like this. Yep, so that's also upon having no friends. I just realised, I think my finger has been holding the mic this entire time. If I go back and watch this and the mic's bloody covered, I'm actually going to crash out. Another thing that I loved, this is so off topic, I've loved for years, I am the barista in my house. Everyone makes me make them iced coffees, make them matches, anything. That's all of me. So I started making my own syrup. I've got blueberry syrup downstairs, I've got vanilla, and I've got brown sugar syrup downstairs that I made myself, obviously. Then I bought this sort of caramel one. I don't know how I'm feeling about that one. And then I added, because I didn't know how I felt about it, I added the blueberry syrup on top just to give it flavour and balance it out. Also because the other day I tried Blank Street for the first time, and I just got the classic blueberry matcha because most popular one out there. I think it might be, yeah. Oh my god, and it is as good as they say. Like, love it like that. However, Blank Street is so sparsely put out. Like, central London is where they are at, and like it's just so far to just go get a coffee. But then again, I will probably do it again. And also, I feel like the matcha looks so much more light green today, which is also really weird because it's not meant to be light green. Well, not for me. I don't like it like that. I feel like that looks really weak, but who knows, maybe I need to buy some new matcha powder, which is crazy because I spent 20 quid on that ceremonial grade matcha. Jesus, the planes are crazy around here. Just take this chance to actually look at me. Am I like Quentin Black girl? I'm joking. I would never be on her level. But I love it when like she's in her videos and she just starts posing for the edit. It's actually crazy. Back to having no friends. I think that's mostly what I've explained in today's journal. I think that's today's entry done. That's all good. Don't be shy, honestly. Being shy is what has killed me. I've lost so many opportunities to being shy, but then I don't know if that's shyness or actual social anxiety, like fear and physical problems, but honestly just reach out, do anything. You can be from across the world. I think it would be amazing to have friends like across the world. Like, say there's someone, I don't know, in Japan or someone in Brazil up in here or like literally anywhere. Like, you can be as close to me, you can be as in London. Cool, hit me up, make a plan, be friends. But I think that's so cool to just be anywhere in the world and be like, I know that person. That is crazy. But anyways, I think this video is long enough, and for the application I'm gonna put some of the things I like here. Now let's pause. If we have any interests in common, let's be friends, stick around. Maybe if I do take these videos seriously, maybe, I don't know, it would influence you to start videos like this. It would influence you to reach out to people, reach out to me, and we can build that friendship. I hope I'm techie enough to learn editing. But anyway, it was nice to see you guys. Well, don't know what you look like, but hopefully you enjoyed this video. Hopefully you can stick around, and goodbye.